So good evening everyone. Welcome to 5th class of current affairs. So this has become a routine. Today we will solve 30 important questions. And if you want more question, you can check out the test series. Not detailing more about it. So take 30 seconds and solve this question. What is the answer? So why this question is important? Recently we had these vice president elections. Who all are the, what is electoral college? It is vice president, not president. MPs of parliament only. MLAs are not part of the election process. So here we have two statements. An election to fill a vacancy caused by expiration of the term of the office of vice president shall be completed before the expiration of term of the then vice president. Do you remember the news? Around 4 days before the completion of the term of Venkaiah Naidu, previous vice president, the new elections were set. This is correct. Constitution explicitly mentioned conducting voting by secret ballot for election of vice president of India. So in recent times we can see many questions coming in this language. Constitution explicitly says like this. So how to address this kind of question? Like in polity, if you have a general overview of how questions are coming, many a times you see options which are going little ahead of Lakshmikant or framed out of context of what is explained in the Lakshmikant. So how to address these kind of questions? One approach is at least going to the exam, at least read the bare act of the constitution once. Not the full constitution, at least few important articles, that is first till union government, at least read all the most important acts of it and go through it. Let's see what is articles related to vice president. So article 63 says there shall be a vice president of India. Article 64, he should be vice president to be the ex officio chairman of Council of States. That is, he acts as the chairman of Rajya Sabha. What else we have? Then all these, like when he acts as president, when there is a vacancy in the office of president, it can come due to event of death, resignation, removal, or some other reasons. Now, most important, election of vice president. Electoral college consisting of members of both houses of the parliament. And how the election is done? By system of proportional representation by means of single transferable votes. He shall not be a member of either house of the parliament or state. What are the qualifications given in constitution? He should be a citizen of India. He should be of the age at least 35 years of age, and he should be qualified to be elected as a member of Rajya Sabha or Council of States. Term is 5 years from the date on which he enters the office. What else is important? How he is removed? Resolution passed by Council of States by a majority of all the then members of the council. That is, no special majority is required. Simple majority of the then members present in the council is required, and it has to be agreed by Lok Sabha or House of People. And elections, we have seen the option. Election has to be conducted before completion of the term of the sitting vice president. What else? Any disputes regarding election of president or vice president, that is handled by Supreme Court. Then Parliament may, by law, Parliament also has the power to regulate the provisions regarding the elections of Vice President as well as President. Okay, these are basic facts which is given exactly in the Constitution. Mineral Security Partnership. What is it? You're answering one only. It is an African Union initiative which aims to bolster critical mineral supply chains. USA, India, France have joined the group recently. Why you answered one only? Answer is, this is an initiative by US government or US state of US, not related to African Union. So this statement is absolutely wrong. And USA, India is not a part of it. India is very keen to join to be a part of it, but so far India is not a part of it. So what will be the option? Answer will be D. So this has been recently launched in July 2022. It is a new multilateral initiative to bolster critical mineral supply chains essential for clean energy. Why this question is context? Why we are seeing so much of areas where the minerals are getting more importance? One is the high increase in lithium demand for batteries, EVs, electric vehicles and all. Yes, we have answered a question on lithium triangle, I guess. Argentina, Chile and one more country, Peru, yes. So these are the countries which are a part of it. India is still not yet a part of it, and India is very keen to be a part of it yet. And where is one more other reason why the minerals are getting more important? That is due to China. What are these critical minerals? What exactly are critical minerals? There is no exact definition what all constitute it. Rare earth elements plus some other important elements like lithium, which are becoming very important part of the supply chain for transition to clean energy. Okay. So what is this rare earth elements? Let's discuss a little bit more on it. What are rare earth elements? These are lanthanides, 15 lanthanides elements which are provided below part of the periodic table, and also include 3 other elements: scandium, yttrium and lanthanum. Okay, these 17 metals are called rare earth elements. And why India is very much keen to join this special grouping? Promoting clean energy is one part. Another part is there is huge Chinese dominance. China's dominance in rare earth elements. Around 95% of India's exports are met from China on rare earth elements. And China is very keen on weaponization of its dominance in our supply chain. So due to all this, India is this is a grouping very much important for India. Right now, India is not a part of it. China is trying to be a dominant in this semiconductor field also. Yes, semiconductor, solar panels, everyone, ATPs. All these areas, India is having huge dependence on China. Go ahead. Answer the third question. How to answer this question? Why this question came? Because recently this Republic Day, who was chief guest? Egyptian Prime Minister was chief guest. So it's very important to have a look at what are the major cities in and around Egypt. And this Port Said, where it is? Port Said is at the tip of Suez Canal. Okay, so Suez Canal is always in news for one reason or other. So it's very important. How to solve this question? If you don't know exactly, if you don't exactly remember this map, it becomes a very tough question. But still, how to approach this question? At least some options are very doable or easy. If you remember this Port Said, where it is somewhere here, and Cairo should be below it. If you know at least one fact, then 1, then 4. 4 should only come after 1. So in these options you can eliminate it. 3 options get eliminated, only 1 is left. So you can answer this. So point is, even after seeing a very tough options, or maybe you haven't heard of these, you haven't heard of other options, don't simply think that you cannot answer it. Try to connect it with some knowledge which you have, then try to answer. So Cairo is here, Port Said is here. Where are the other areas? This is Gulf of Aqaba. What is the last? Lake Timsha will be here. Lake Timsha is somewhere in the Suez. Yes, yes. Yes, yes. Okay. Suez Canal connect which two cities? Which two seas? Red Sea here and Mediterranean Sea. Go ahead. So answer the 4th question. So these are like some previous year questions, you can check here. So this question with reference to, this is I think 2017, 17 or 18 questions are these both. So the source of river Teesta is same as that of Brahmaputra, but it flows through Sikkim. If you exactly don't know the geography, it is very difficult. Sikkim is right, but source you might have confusion. Second, river Rankit originates in Sikkim and is a tributary of Teesta. It's very difficult to be in memory. You have a tributary of Teesta to have in memory. River Teesta flows into Bay of Bengal on the border of India and Bangladesh. How can it be right? River Teesta is a tributary of some other river now. Ganga or Brahmaputra, it joins Ganga and Brahmaputra. It doesn't flow directly into Bay of Bengal. Getting? So this option you can confidently eliminate. Where is river Teesta flowing through Sikkim, West Bengal? Anyway, it is not reaching not able to reach directly in the Bay of Bengal. So this option you eliminate, you get the answer. In this question, check out this. Consider the following statements. The Barren Island volcano is an active volcano located in the Indian territory. Quite easy statement. That time there was some eruptions also. Barren Island lies 140 kilometers east of Greater Nicobar. Now this is a very tough option. You might only if you know exact geography of Andaman and Nicobar Islands, then only you can answer it. But third option, last time Barren Island volcano erupted in 1991 and it remained inactive since then. This cannot be true. This question was in I think 2017. It was in same year the Barren volcano has some eruptions. So this is directly wrong statement if you have just heard the news. So if 3 is wrong, this is wrong, this is wrong, you will get one exact answer. So even if some statements are extremely tough, don't leave the question as such. Try to connect with at least one option. It is very difficult in exam mode, panic will be there. Seeing all these options, we will have this. But somehow don't give up the question, spend a little bit more time on it. Go ahead. Answer the 4th question. It's a very easy question. What is moonlighting? Why we are discussing this? Some company, Wipro, has taken actions against it. This has fired 300 employees for moonlighting recently. Infosys had taken some action before this. So what is moonlighting exactly? Pursuing more than one job at a time without awareness of the main employer. So what is legal provision regarding this? Indian labor laws, what does it say? Does it allow moonlighting or doesn't allow moonlighting? Only law is only applicable for factory workers. For factory workers, it is completely banned. Like you cannot work for two different factory or two different companies. But that law is not applicable for IT sector or IT workers. So IT workers, whatever the action is taken, that is based on the agreement, contract agreement between the employee and the employer. This is the basis for firing the employees, or this is the basis for taking any action against moonlighting. Rather than there is no strict law in Indian labor code or any other law that strictly bans moonlighting for IT sector. Okay. It's a very easy question. Answer the fifth one. What you told? B. Consider again. What is Nidan portal? It is something related to narcotics. It has been National Integrated Database on Arrested Narcotic Offenders portal. That is single portal for all cases related to narcotics, arrest, narcotic related development of cases, everything that will be uploaded in single portal. That portal is Nidan portal. Who developed it? National Narcotics Control Bureau. Okay. Under which ministry it works under? Ministry of Home Affairs. Go ahead. Answer the sixth question. Hello, Mitraj. Answer the question which you are getting. What you answered? What it is talking about? Ocean Thermal Energy Conversion Technology. OTEC. What is first statement? It produces energy by harnessing thermal gradients between surface waters and air above it. What temperature difference it utilizes? OTEC plant or Ocean Thermal Energy Plant utilizes the temperature difference between water at the surface of the ocean. There will be sunlight directly falling on it, and that will be at a high temperature of around 25 degrees Celsius. If you go some deeper, there is no sunlight, there is no energy source, water temperature drops rapidly and it will be around 5 degrees Celsius. It is this temperature difference between water at the surface and water at little deep oceans. This temperature difference has been utilized to vaporize ammonia or some other vaporant. Then a turbine will be run over it and electricity will be produced. Such a plant is Ocean Thermal Energy. This option is absolutely wrong. Air is not in the picture. Temperature gradient within the ocean is being used. Second statement, India's first ocean thermal energy plant is being set up in Gujarat. It's a very factual question, answer or statement. You know, otherwise it becomes very difficult. Where it is? It is in Lakshadweep. Recently launched in the Lakshadweep. OTE plants can also be used for desalination of ocean water. Very much feasible. Electricity is being produced. You can use electricity for desalination or any other purposes. So what is the answer here? Not C. Answer will be D, 3 only. Both 1 and 2 statements are wrong. Okay. Go ahead. Answer the 7th question. Answered? What you answered? B. Which one? This one. So what is small satellite launch vehicle? What is SSLV? Have you read today's newspaper? There has been very recent development regarding this. Remembering? Able to recollect anyone in watching online? Yesterday, India successfully conducted the second launch of SSLV launch vehicle. The first launch was done in August 2022. And that launch was carrying with 3 different satellites and it was a failure. Okay. Second launch was planned yesterday and it has successfully launched 3 satellites into the orbit. So what exactly is SSLV? What is what we are seeing in today's trend in space sector? In space sector, it's undergoing a changes. What changes? We are promoting privatization. Private companies are being promoted. Startups are being promoted. So there is demand for launch is getting extremely high. Or in the near future, the number of launches required will be very high, even from India. So we have PSLV, GSLV, other system. Issues with PSLV, GSLV is the assembling time is considerable. You cannot expand the number of launches to beyond a limit. So to have overcome this, we have come up with this SSLV. It is a small lift launch vehicle developed by ISRO, payload capacity of 500 kg to low Earth orbit. What is low Earth orbit? Something technically it is below 2000 km. Below 2000 km, but generally it will ranges from 300 to 400 kilometers only. So this is the capacity of SSLV, 500 kg is only the lift. Idea is we need a low cost, low turnaround time and on demand feasibility mechanism to put satellite in orbit. So such a system we have SSLV. So recently the first launch of SSLV was a failure, but the recent launch was successful. It is 3-stage launch vehicle, very similar to PSLV, but comparatively the size and capacity is comparatively reduced. Okay, go ahead. These options, what is the answer for this? SSLV is a 3-stage launch vehicle with all solid fuel propulsion. This is correct. All 3 are solid solid state propulsion only. It cannot carry payload to geostationary orbit. What is geostationary orbit? Around 35,000 kilometers. Somewhere at this ranges we have the satellites. What kind of satellites will be launched here? Mainly communication satellites. And what kind of satellite will be launched to low Earth orbit? Observation satellites, military satellites, all these satellites will be launched to low Earth orbits. So third option is ISRO recently used SSLV to launch Azadi Sat satellite. This is also correct. This was a part of the first launch of SSLV that happened in August 2022. But this satellite cannot be launched into the orbit and it got missing. All these options are correct. Answer is 1, 2 and 3 D. Okay, go ahead. Answer the 8th question. What is option? Namami Ganga program. What it is? To clean the Ganga river. So it proposes an institutional structure. What is the institutional structure? National Ganga Council at the top. Who is the chairman of this? Prime Minister. And below this we have Empowered Task Force. And who is the head of this? Minister of Jal Shakti. The 4-tier structure. Below this we have National Mission for Clean Ganga. Then state government committees will be there. District committees will be there. And if any other XYZ independent committees are being formed, that will also constitute a part of it. Okay. So the first statement we have, the supreme body under the program is National Ganga Council, which is chaired by Prime Minister. This is absolutely correct. Second statement, it is funded by central, it is a World Bank funded central sector scheme. But World Bank is also funding put some amount into it. So this statement is also correct. Central government is putting major fund into it, but there is some assistance taken from World Bank also. So this statement also goes correct. So what is the option? Option is C is the correct answer. Go ahead. Answer the 9th question. We have discussed all the recent Ramsar sites in previous classes and all. Recently added 12 sites. Ramsar sites, we discussed all these recently added sites in previous classes. So this is something little different. Which concept? Something is in news every time. What is the answer for this? D. India has 75 Ramsar sites. China has 64 Ramsar sites. So currently India is the highest number of sites in Asia. Statement 1 is correct. The convention is signed in 2021 under UNEP. It was in 1971 and it was signed under UNESCO. It was not under UNEP. It is, of course, Ramsar is in Iran, but it was signed very old in 1971 and it was under UNESCO, not UNEP. Second statement is absolutely wrong. Kolleru Lake, where it is? It is in Andhra Pradesh on banks of this Godavari river. Third statement is correct. It is, of course, a Ramsar site. So what is the option here? C is the correct one. 1 and 3 only. Here also you can see those statements where there is highly factual. It is very easy to frame a wrong option in this. Here also you can change, organization you can change. If some data is there 10%, 20%, it is very easy to change these options. So whenever you see numbers, fact, data, or straightforward options, be little cautious about it. But don't go with the attitude like wherever I see data, I will take it as wrong. That also is a very wrong approach. But have a caution in these kind of questions. Go ahead. Answer the 10th question. What is the answer? Develop green energy using fusion process. Strong thermal emission velocity enhancement, STEVE. What was it? Correct answer is B. Aurora-like phenomenon that lead to streak of light. What is aurora? Night sky become very colorful with different colors. Why this is happening? Mainly this is happening because of solar storms. What are solar storms? What are solar storms? We have sun, so many waves will be coming out of it. And this includes what? Mainly plasma. What is plasma? Plasma is basically charged ions. It will be positive, negative, both these charged ions. So when this charged ion reaches Earth, what will happen? Earth itself has some magnetic field around it. So most of this cannot reach the equator and all. It will be diverted to other areas. Now when it is diverted, it will go somewhere like this. And where it interacts with? It doesn't directly reach Earth, it will interact with ionosphere in the atmosphere. What ionosphere contains? Basically ion charged ion. So when these charged ions and solar storms clashes, what will happen? There will be glow of light. So that is auroras. Now what exactly is this, Steve? What is this? This is very similar to aurora, something like this. Aurora may be full sky. These are like streaks of like rivers of Aurora. And why this is happening? Studies are still going on why this is happening. It was recently found in 2017, and after that 2-3 years we found somewhere at some places we have seen this. So one explanation is there is a stream of ions passing in the ionosphere. That is a 6-kilometer wide stream of ions are fastly flowing. And due to this flow, when it happens at some XYZ places, we are seeing this stream. And what exactly, where exactly this is seen? Auroras are only found at very high latitudes, very high latitude countries near the polar circle and all, Scandinavian countries. But these are seen not at equator, but at little bit lower latitudes also, not that much higher latitudes as auroras. Okay, so much physics is not required. The basic horizontal knowledge is enough for this kind of it. At least the term when you see, you have to connect it with aurora or something that is something related to ionosphere happening or something related to happening in the sky. Go ahead, answer the 11th question. If you're watching online, you can comment the answers. What is the answer? D. With regard to 5G technology, consider the following. Orthogonal frequency division multiplexing, OFDM, is used by 4G and 5G for data transmission. What is OFDM? So much detailing is not required. Instead of sending one single signal, it will divide the frequency range into small gaps and send multiple signals in this, so that the capacity of signals you can transmit in a specific frequency increases considerably. So this has been used in 4G as well as 5G. We're not going into technical details of this. This statement is absolutely correct. What is the second statement? 5G has a peak speed of 200 gigabit per second. I already told you, whenever you see a data, you should be very cautious. 5G speed is 2 to 20 gigabytes GB per second. Peak speed will be something around 20 gigabytes, not 200. 200 is absolutely wrong statement. Third is 5G spectrum allocation in India is conducted by Ministry of Communications. Here also you should be very cautious. It is very easy to change a ministry, XYZ ministry. But this is exactly correct statement. Normally I am saying there is a tendency when you see fact, when you see ministry, your mind should click, this can go wrong. But there is no such a rule that every ministry is wrong. This statement is absolutely correct. 5G spectrum allocation in India is done by Ministry of Communications itself. What is the answer we have? 1 and 3, C is the correct answer. So these are some other technologies, 5G technologies that you should be aware about. What is millimeter wave technology? What is difference between 5G and 4G? Frequency range band changes. So millimeter range means 100 gigahertz, 30 to 300 gigahertz. That range frequencies we call it as millimeter wave frequencies. This is being used in 5G. We have solved an RFID question in first class also. In RFID also the same ranges are, RFID has a wider range, but some part of the range is also in line with millimeter range. What else? 5G new radio, that is sub 6 gigahertz frequencies bands are also being used as a part of 5G. That is all different frequency bands. Names are given depending upon frequency bands. Massive multi-user MIMO, multiple input, multiple output technology. Idea is you don't need to go into technical aspects of this. but at least you should be aware of these kind of technologies are being used in 5G. Here, what is one of the disadvantage of 5G? Advantage, so you will know, higher speed will be there, better IoT, all this AI, all this can become more practical. What is one disadvantage? Due to some XYZ technology, need to have more signal towers per unit. Suppose a 10-kilometer area is being covered by one tower of 4G, 5G may require 2-3 towers. So what comes? Number of towers in India is highly concentrated in city areas. In rural areas, if you want to take 5G, then huge upgradation of infrastructure is required. Urban areas, it can be done more feasibly because already towers are too much. But in rural areas, if you have the same towers are being used, maybe range become very less. So to have full coverage, you need to install so much more number of towers. Okay. Go ahead, answer the 12th question. What is answer? Either A or D. Which one is correct? Tuberculosis is caused by microbacteria. It is Microbacterium tuberculosis, same name, bacteria. It is caused by bacteria. Where it affects? It's mostly affect lungs, but there can be other forms of also. What is this? Visceral leishmaniasis. What is it? Its other name is, common name is Kala Azar. Black fever. So how it is caused? It is caused by parasite protozoa. What does it mean? It is transmitted by sandflies. It is caused by parasite means what does it mean? There are some parasitic germs which has a life cycle such that some part of its life will be through human body. So if we intake it, it lives some part of its life in human body, then it comes out, then go to ecosystem like that. It mostly affect whom? People who are living in unhygienic conditions. So mostly affect those people living in slum areas, these kind of areas. Why it is very much in news? Recently, a health minister made a statement, India has brought down 98% of India's Kala Azar burden in some years. And India has a target of completely eliminating it by 2023. Okay. Lumpy skin disease, what is it? It is caused by virus, not a bacteria. So what will be correct in this? Only one pair is correct. That is one, all other are wrong. Go ahead. Answer the 13th question. These kind of questions, these are very factual questions. There is chlorpyrifos, finprone, atrazine. What you are saying? What is the answer? Enzymes in plants, drugs. Actually, it is question is based on a recent news. Unauthorized use of 4 highly hazardous pesticides. It was in news. It is date is not given. August 2022 report it is. Recently came out with a report. All these pesticides are banned in other countries, banned in India also. Still these are commonly in use. So what is these pesticides? These are for soil borne. This is given in your material. Chloro, that is not that much important. Chloropyrifos is for soil borne insects. Pyronil for beetles and fleas. This is for weeds. That much detailing is not required, but at least these are 4 set of unauthorized or unapproved pesticides that are being continued to use. Okay, go ahead. Answer the 14th question. What is answer? Non-fungible tokens. Not answering. What is cryptocurrencies? What is it? It uses cryptographic technology and it uses blockchain to save or store XYZ data. What is the advantage of it? You cannot, there is no single regulator where all data is saved, and you cannot, it is not centralized. Now what is NFT? Cryptocurrencies are highly certain type of currency or a certain type of data that is having economic usage. NFTs are more general. This will use the same technology, crypto technology as well as blockchain technology, but these are not currencies. This can be anything. Anything means it can be digital art, it can be XYZ written things, it can be, it will be saved in using the same technologies, cryptographic technology as well as blockchain technology. So whatever the security features you give it to cryptocurrencies, there will be same security features available for NFTs. Now approach these options. Multiple copies of NFTs can be created. It cannot be multiplied. Every NFT is unique. Like you say about every node in cryptocurrency, every node in blockchain technology is unique. Similarly, multiple copies of NFT cannot be made. If you made an NFT, that is unique. So this statement is wrong. Cryptocurrencies are unique kind of NFTs which uses blockchain technologies. Absolutely correct. Income from the sale or transfer of NFTs are taxed under Income Tax Act 1961. What is opinion on this? Statement is correct. In budget, which budget? Not the recent one, 2022. Government introduced which class? A class called digital assets. So all these NFTs, blockchain technology, if you are making huge profit from this, you have to pay a digital asset tax. And that will be in the range of 30%. So these are all taxed under Income Tax Act. Statement 3 is correct. What is the answer for this? 2 and 3 is incorrect. There is something, if it is correct, you will have to answer as B. There is some issue with the statements. Go ahead. Oh, these are NFTs, different images. They are crypto assets, same thing that we have talked. If you want to more know the details, you can pause the video and go through this. Answer the 15th question. What is answer? 1 and 4. How you answer this? Mandla is in MP, you know that. What is speciality of it? It is a tribal district. Recently, this district has been called fully literate district. So that was in news. This is Mandla is in MP. So one is correct. What is second one? Adichanallur. That is in Tamil Nadu. This is also correct. Why it is in news? Which one? Second one. One and two can be correct now. Answer can be A. Adichanallur is in Tamil Nadu. There has been, this port has been mentioned in from Sangam literature. That is near to this Adichanallur area. Garal region, this is very easy. Where it is? It is in Uttarakhand. Recently, Digantara, what it is? It is a space startup in India that is going to base this Space Situational Awareness Observatory in the Garhwal region of, where it is? Uttarakhand. So third is wrong. Fourth one, Kachal Island, where it is? It is in Andaman and Nicobar, not Lakshadweep. So what is the answer for this question? 1 and 2A will be the correct answer. Let's move ahead, answer the 16th question. What is answer? What is answer? It is talking about Coalition for Disaster Resilient Infrastructure. This has been launched by Prime Minister Narendra Modi in 2019, I guess. Where is its headquarters? It is in New Delhi. What is the idea of CDRI? We have Sendai framework. What is Sendai framework for? Sendai framework is for disaster management, and we have Paris climate deal. What it is for? Climate change, addressing climate change. CDRI is such an organization that mix or works in the interface of both these. Due to climate change, the disasters are increasing. So we need certain organization which addresses both the dimensions of this. So CDRI is such an organization. And what is the first statement? It is an intergovernmental organization with national governments only as permanent members. That is very extreme statement. It's absolutely wrong. Not just national governments, private groups are part of it. Banks, global banks are part of it. Different organizations are itself under part of it. So not just national government. So this statement is wrong. Who are members of CDRI? Who are Quad members? USA, India, Australia, and Japan. All Quad members are part of CDRI. So this is correct statement. What is answer? Answer is B. Answer the 17th question. What is answer? B. This one. Very much correct. What is F INSAS? Not just rifle, it is a modern soldier. He will have access to X number of tools, which includes target acquisition and communication, some kind of advanced AK-203 rifle. Then there will be 360 vision, accurate possibility system, protection system, bulletproof jackets, helmets with GPS, all these. So many highly equipped system for soldiers. That system is called FINSAS. What is full form of this? Future Infantry Soldier as a system. So this has been recently inaugurated by Rajnath Singh, Mr. Defense Minister. So that's why it is in news. As a part of it, Landing Craft Assault, LCA, was also being launched. Details you can go through it. Okay. Let's go ahead. Answer the 18th question. What is the answer? No idea. So the question is about India International Bullion Exchange, IIBEX. Not heard of it? Who can import gold into India? Gold and silver into India. After liberalization, only certain organization can import this. Like banks can do to some extent. Some registered organizations can do this. So this is a system to more liberalize the option. Where this is functioning? Under IFSC, International Financial Center in Gift City in Gujarat. So under this qualified jewelers, that means certain XYZ criteria has to be met. He will be able to import bullion directly into India. Absolutely correct statement. All settlements at the exchange will be done in Indian rupee. If something is happening in Gift City or International Financial Center, there is high chance it is not happening in Indian rupee. That area is considered as a foreign territory. A bank functioning at IFSC is considered as a foreign unit of Indian bank. So there is high chance it cannot be in Indian rupee. Even if you don't know the answer, this is done in US dollar only. So second option is wrong. India is world's second largest gold consumer after China. China and India are largest consumers of the gold. This statement is absolutely correct. India is second largest gold consumer after China. So what is the option? 1 and 3, C will be the correct answer. Now, what is this IFSC or International Financial Center Authority? So this is what is the authority all about? International Financial Service Center Authority, like we have defined what is International Financial Service Center in India, that is inside GIFT City. So what is speciality? If any other territory, domestic territory of India, financial products are governed by RBI is governing some rupee currency related products, SEBI will be the securities related, then Pension, PFRDA, all these organizations, different organizations are governing or regulating different sectors. IFSC authority or International Financial Service Authority is a single financial regulator for regulating all products in those areas which are designated as International Financial Service Centers. Okay, so it has regulatory powers similar to RBI, SEBI and all other financial regulators combined. So that is its functions. It is a statutory body established under International Financial Services Center Authority Act 2019. Function is as what we have discussed now. Go ahead. That's all you want to know basics about this. Answer the 19th question. It should be easy question. It is about Essential Commodities Act of 1955. There is no specific definition of essential commodities under the act. How you can connect with this? Where it is usually used on agri products. When wheat prices is going up, recently dal prices is going up and government consider it as essential commodities. In COVID times, totally different kind of commodities like mask or equipments needed to produce the PPE kit, all these were kept under ECA. So if totally divergent things can be kept under one category, there cannot be one set of exact definition for this. You can connect something like that. First statement is absolutely correct. There is no exact definition. This constitutes essential commodity. Second is states can add or remove a commodity as an essential in their respective state list of the act. Is it true or wrong? It's not right. Only central government can add or remove a commodity as essential commodities. Whatever it is, wheat, dal or anything, only central government can do this. But the implementation is with state. So what is the provisions of some XYZ commodities added into ECA? What is the provisions? You cannot hold the commodity beyond some limits. Hoarding, to prevent the hoarding process. There will be certain conditions. This cannot be kept under this much weight, this much conditions. So all this regulatory or implementation aspect is with state. State has to go and check whether the XYZ authority is holding more than the prescribed limits, and if he is holding, then state has to take the actions also. So our implementation is with state, but which commodities should go into essential commodities is with center. What is answer here? A, one only. Okay. Go ahead, answer the 20th question. Yeah, put the answer also. What is the question? It is regarding, what is the answer you are saying? B. Let's see. Recently, the government notified Battery Waste Management Rules 2022. It has been notified by Ministry of Heavy Industries. Is it correct? Which ministry is it? Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change. So first statement is absolutely wrong. You eliminate this, you eliminate this. We have two more options. It should be part of this. If there is an amendment being made to battery waste, electric vehicles are becoming a new trend. That is, expansion is considerably happening. So it should be part of new rules that is being made. The new rules add electric vehicles batteries under the waste management regulation, which is not the case earlier. Absolutely correct. For the first time, extended producer responsibility has been added to the rules. What is extended producer responsibility? After the life cycle, producer itself has to take back the product. After life cycle, the product has to be, or waste has to be taken back by the producer itself. How it is implemented? Suppose a product is 100 rupees. When it is sold, it will be sold at say 120 rupees. Now after the life cycle, when you return the waste product back, this 20 rupees will be refunded to you. So consumer also will have an incentive to give back the product after the life cycle. Similar mechanism will be made for all kind of batteries. So this is also very much correct. What is the correct answer? B. So these are some provisions. Target are given by this year. This much target of the battery should be recycled are given under the new rules. Now different producers, dealers, consumers, entities in segregation, transportation, refurbishment, like complete life cycle of batteries are brought under the new rules, and responsibility of all these persons are categorized, and all kind of batteries come under the rules. Only those batteries are not coming under the rule that is used for maybe military purposes or maybe used in space. All other sector wherever battery in use is brought under the new set of rules. Okay. Answer the 21st question. So very easy question. What is it about? Consider the following statement with regards to Emergency Credit Line Guarantee Scheme, ECLGS. What it is about? Nothing it is related to Sri Lankan crisis, it is related to MSMEs. During COVID time, MSMEs, certain MSME depending on XYZ criteria, they were extended credit guarantees. Credit guarantees means, suppose the MSME doesn't pay back the credit, government will have some security system to pay back it. So such a system, such a scheme is called Emergency Credit Linked Guarantee Scheme. It has nothing to do with loans to or grants to Sri Lanka. First statement is absolutely wrong. It gives 100% guarantee coverage to banks, extended credit facility to beneficiaries under the scheme. 100% credit guarantee is given. Second statement is absolutely correct. So what will be the option? Option B. Anything else relevant? There are some technical criteria like this much MSME should be size should be this much. That much detailing is not required. We will go ahead. If you want, you can read from the explanation sheet provided. Answer the 22nd question. What is answer? No idea. What is Hayabusa 2 mission? It is absolutely correct. It is sent to the asteroid Ryugu. Who sent this? JAXA. That is Japanese Space Agency. What it does, it brought back 5.4 grams of solid material from this asteroid back to Earth. That is Hayabusa 2 mission. First statement is absolutely correct. What is second statement? Artemis mission. What is Artemis mission about? First colored woman is being sent to moon under this mission. Like black woman or something like that is being sent to moon under this mission. So it is by NASA. What is it? It is a very long-term mission having decades of planning. What is the plan of this mission? In long term, it wanted to use moon as a base to launch spacecraft or human flights into Mars. So to go to Mars, moon has to be used as a base. So with such a vision, Artemis mission is being functioning. Now third mission is Aditya L1 mission. What is it about? That is a mission by ISRO. The idea is to observe sun and solar corona. Yes, we'll see that. What is the answer of this? Answer will be D. All these statements, all these missions are correctly matched. Now let's see what are solar corona. These are like different. What is this? Sun, different phases or different layers in the sun. And the innermost layer is called core. After that we have a radiative zone. It is said that it takes 1 million years for a material to come out of the core to across the radiative zone. 1 million years. After that, what is chromosphere? It is a thin layer of gas just above the photosphere. What is photosphere? That is the circle of the sun what we see from here. That layer is called photosphere. What is its temperature? It's high or low? Comparatively, this is very low temperature. Temperature inside the core is around 15 lakh degrees Celsius and all. So comparing to this, the photosphere, that is the circle we see from here, that is having a temperature of just 5500 degrees Celsius. This is inside the earth is also having similar temperatures. That much low temperature is photosphere. Now what is corona? After photosphere, we have a small layer chromosphere. Now beyond chromosphere, there is a like functioning as an atmosphere of sun. Gaseous layer beyond what we see as sun circle, that is called corona. What is specialty of corona? We told that photosphere is having only a temperature of 5500 degrees Celsius. But corona is having a temperature of extremely high temperature. Something like millions degrees Celsius. Exact number is not given. But corona, the speciality is it is having extremely high temperature compared to the photosphere of the sun. So this is being studied under which mission? Aditya L1 mission. That is being sent by ISRO. What is another specialty of this mission? Aditya L1 mission is sent into Lagrange point 1. What is Lagrange point? If there are two bodies, suppose sun is there and earth is there. Sun's gravitational force will be to pull the substance into it, earth's will be to pull into it. So Lagrange points are those points where the forces of both these bodies equal to the centripetal force of this. So if you keep any body in this exact Lagrange point, you don't need to give any other energy. With the movement of earth, it will automatically move and maintain in that position. Due to this, gravitational force of sun and earth. So if for two bodies we will have 5 different Lagrange points. So Aditya L1 is sent into Lagrange point L1. So if you keep it here, there will be no obstruction at any time. There is no solar eclipse or lunar eclipse. Earth will not come in between. You can get 24 hours continuous view of the sun. At the same time, the energy required to keep the rocket or the satellite in its orbit will be very less. So the life of the mission can be extended. Okay. So move ahead. Answer the 23rd question. What is the answer? C. Not right. What is dark matter, dark energy? More than 90% of the universe is made of dark energy and dark matter. Dark matter is made of baryons, making it invisible and does not emit light. Black hole is a type of dark matter. Any one option you can connect with? If we look at what universe is comprised of, around 68% of the universe is dark energy. Around 27% of the universe is dark matter. What we see as the actual matter, including sun, planets, galaxies, everything combined, that is only less than 5% of the universe. First statement is absolutely correct. Now dark matter is made of baryons. What are baryons? What are this actual universe made up of? Electrons, protons, neutrons. So these electrons, protons and neutrons are made of another small subatomic particles called baryons. Now what is speciality of baryons? If something is made of baryons, it will absorb light. It can reflect light. So if it is made of baryons, then some interaction with light will be there and you can observe it. Like we see planets in the sky. We see some reflection from sun into the planets and observe the planets. Similarly, if it is made of baryons, we can observe it by some interaction with the light. Now dark matter are those matter which are not baryons. So this statement is absolutely wrong. That's why we are finding it very difficult to observe exactly dark matter, because it is not made of baryons and doesn't interact with XYZ light. Third is black hole. Black hole is a completely another concept. Black hole is not a type of dark matter. Dark matter is a different concept. Black hole is a different concept. Black holes are a system like steep curve in space-time continuum that is formed by the end of life cycle of very big stars. The big star will collapse into itself into a very small volume. So at that point the density will be infinite, creating a very huge curve in space-time continuum. At this point even the light cannot escape it. So such kind of a system is called black hole. It is not a type of dark matter. So what is the answer here? Only one is correct. Answer is A. Now this is some details on dark matter. You can see here, as I told, nearly 27% is dark matter, 68% is dark energy, only less than 5% is normal matter what we see. Now how we come into know about this dark matter and dark energy? How we are predicting there can be something called dark energy? What is the funda of this? It's very important you know a very broad picture, because we have seen previous year question from gravitational lensing. Some kind of questions are coming in these areas. So first we talk about dark energy. So if we predict or observe how movement of the universe from Big Bang. Big Bang happened something around 15 billion years ago. Now what do you expect? One Big Bang happened, then galaxies started expanding. Now over the time what happens? The rate of expansion reduces. And by 15 billion years means rate of expansion should have considerably reduced. It may be still expanding, but the rate of expansion should be reducing. So when we observe this, till some point we observed that the rate of expansion was obviously reducing. But after that some point, the galaxies started getting further at an accelerated pace. So if Big Bang is the source of energy, Big Bang is the only source of energy that is available, then the rate of acceleration cannot be accelerating. Rate of acceleration of movement of different galaxies cannot be increasing. That is increasing, there should be some XYZ energy that we still doesn't know. We only still know about 4 or 5 different forms of energy, that is gravity, electromagnetic, nuclear forces, strong nuclear force and weak nuclear force. So there may be some other form of energy which we are still not aware about, that is accelerating the galaxies at a much faster rate after certain years from the Big Bang. So that from that observation came into existence of dark energy. Now what is dark matter? Dark matter is very similar observation was made. We have different galaxies, different stars. And these stars, if this is only the mass present in the universe, we can predict the pattern of movement, rate of movement of different galaxies and stars. But when we observe it, the rate of movement was considerably higher. That is some other gravitational force which we doesn't know so far is always interacting with this matter. We thought only sun is interacting with XYZ system, but we don't know which matter it is, but some force is there. Not like energy, some force is interacting, like gravity. One more than force that can be substantiated by the mass of substances we know so far is interacting with different solar system, different stars or different systems. So based on this concept came the concept of dark matter. If you look at the properties of dark matter, it emits no light. So it cannot be seen directly. Obviously, if it is not emitting light, how can you see this? Dark matter is not clouds or normal matter. If it were like we have seen in the option, if it were made of baryons, it would have reflected light, it would have absorbed light. So we have some means of observing it. It is not made of baryons, it is made of some other kind of subatomic particles. So this cannot be observed by using the electromagnetic light or electromagnetic radio waves frequencies which we normally observe these galaxies. Now dark matter is not antimatter. Antimatter is like some matter which, if it is antimatter, it would have produced so much of gamma rays. On interaction with some other particles, there will be emission of gamma rays which we are not observing so far. So it is not an antimatter also. And dark matter is not a black hole. Black holes are gravity lenses that bend light. Dark matter doesn't have that kind of properties. Dark matter doesn't interact with light. It only gives an additional gravitational force on the celestial bodies. So it is not exactly a black hole also. So these are basic concepts on dark matter and dark energy. Go ahead. Answer we made, it is one only, the previous question. Highly? Yes, yes. Go ahead, we have 24th question. It's a little bit very factual question. Europe, Germany. Mississippi, where it is Mississippi? Rhine is famous in Germany. You will hear it. Mississippi, where it is? Country? It is in USA. Rhine River flow through different countries, but mainly Germany. Po River is in Italy. Which one is correct? Graphical question, all important seas, all important rivers in use you should be aware about. So this is Rhine River, it started from Switzerland. Then it mainly, this is Germany, this, which color it is? Orange color, something like that. So mainly it passes through boundary of Germany and France, then moves through Germany and passing through Netherlands and reaches the North Sea. This is North Sea. What are different countries around North Sea? There is UK, France, Belgium, Netherlands, Denmark, Germany, Norway. Of course, Sweden also. So these are different countries around North Sea. So this option is Rhine River flowing into Mediterranean Sea. It is correct or wrong? It is wrong. It is flowing into North Sea. What else? Next is the Po River. Po River is flowing through Italy. It is almost fully flowing through the Italy, starting from the border at France, flow it to Italy and coming into Adriatic Sea. Where is Adriatic Sea? It's a strait of Mediterranean Sea, part of Mediterranean Sea. So which are countries around this? Mainly there is a curve of Italy and sea under inside this is called Adriatic Sea. Which are other countries? Slovenia, Croatia, Bosnia and whatever it is, Montenegro, Albania. These are countries around Adriatic Sea. The river is flowing through Italy and it is flowing through Adriatic Sea. So this is correct. Mississippi River, where it is? Mississippi River is in USA. This is a major river system of USA. This is Mississippi River. But you note it is flowing to Gulf of Mexico or flowing into Atlantic Ocean, not into Pacific Ocean. So this is wrong, this is wrong, this is correct. What is the correct answer? Only one pair is correct. A is the correct answer. Okay. Go ahead, answer the 25th question. It's a very easy question, I guess. 15 days. What is answer? D. Answer is B. Electoral bonds is valid for 15 days. From ₹1,000 to different multiples till 1 crore you can buy one bond. It will be within 15 days, it will be credited into the official account of XYZ political party. So 15 days, this statement is wrong. Not going into more details of this. Now in Finance Bill 2018, I guess, some amendments were made to RBI Act and other act so that both Indian and foreign companies are eligible to donate to political parties through the electoral bonds. Second statement is absolutely correct. So answer will be 2 only. Not discussing basic facts of electoral bonds. That's not a recent thing, it's an old one. Why we are discussing it today? Because recently the total number of contribution to parties through electoral bonds has crossed the 10,000 crore mark. Huge amount of contributions are being made and there is huge amount of controversies also. So that's why the question came into being. Anyway, answer the 26th question. Answered? If you are continuously getting wrong options, there is lacking in your knowledge base. This is time to work out on this. If you are getting this question continuously wrong, or if you are totally feeling like you are dependent on tricks, you are depending on jugaad, then your knowledge base is considerably lacking. This is time to clear it and work it out. Don't miss this 1 to 2 months from now on. So what is this initiative? Supply Chain Ministerial Forum. This is an initiative by US, not India. Rest everything is correct. Under Supply Chain Initiative, this was hosted. The idea is to reduce and end near-term supply chain disruptions. Context is the same. We discussed China issues is there, Ukraine war crisis is going on. So there is so many disruptions to the supply chain. So US is facing the heat of it. US is going through inflation phase. So due to all this initiative is in news. So what is the answer here? It's B2 only. Okay. Go ahead. Answer the 27th question. What is the answer? Tejas. What is Tejas? It is a light compact aircraft. It is 4.5 generation single engine aircraft. Everything is correct. It is having a top speed of around 1.6 to 1.8. This is very similar speed range of Rafale aircraft also. But this is not light compact. Rafale is heavy duty aircraft, while Tejas is a light compact aircraft. But the top speed of both are in very similar ranges. That is 1.8 Mach. What is Mach means? 1 Mach means speed will be equal to speed of sound. 2 Mach means it will be going twice at the speed of sound in XYZ medium. So both these have somewhere similar speed of 1.8 Mach. Okay. Now Tejas allows in-flight refueling. Recently this test has been conducted. While the airplane is in the air, they are refueling it using XYZ technology. So these are all different. Who built this? HAL is the company which built this. Why we are discussing this? What is the news? Malaysia is showing interest to buy Tejas aircraft. Minister had told in the parliament that Malaysia is going to buy X number of Tejas. Other countries including US, Brazil, so many other countries are also in line to showing interest in the Tejas aircraft. So due to this reason it is in news. Basic facts you should know about. Who built this? What is the top speed? What is XYZ features of this? Okay. Go ahead. Answer the 28th question. Smile 75 initiative. What is it about? It is not It is about to make our cities, towns, municipal areas begging free. So this has been launched by Ministry of Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment. The idea is to make the cities begging free. Why? How they do this? They bring the municipal MCDs or municipal bodies and NGOs together and implement some of the welfare schemes for beggars. So this is how the idea is to make the municipal areas or township areas begging free. And correct answer is C. Smile 75 initiative. Okay. Go ahead, answer the 29 question. It's also very factual question. And later. Renadu. So what is this? Pen plus strategy. Exactly. To fight against non-communicable diseases. African countries initiative to fight against non-communicable diseases. Exactly correct. Only thing is you have to identify it with this much. Other basic XYZ small fact, very hard chance a question can come on this. Even it is a initiative by promoted basically by African countries. Non-communicable diseases. Go ahead. Answer the last question. What is answer? B. What is the question about? Recently, a new initiative called School Innovation Council (SIC) has been launched. It is launched by Niti Aayog. It is absolutely wrong. It is launched by Ministry of Education. It will be implemented in all states, correct? There has been a portal made. So states from any of the states or union territories can register in this. Any schools can participate in this. Teachers who are given some kind of training, X number of training, will be made school innovation ambassadors. This is also correct statement. So what is answer? B. So that is all for today. You are missing many factual questions. We'll discuss after closing the video. So what the topic is, in many of the questions you will be having some half knowledge. You will be having some heard something about it. One option you can say this is right or wrong, but other options you are not aware of. These kind of issues is facing. So generally, if we'll discuss in detail after the class. Generally, if I need to speak, this is time you should focus fully on building the knowledge base. Whatever material you are getting in weekly, you are getting these workbooks. You are solving 50 questions. Now it will be 100 questions from 2-3 weeks. Now you 30 questions we are discussing here. Whatever topics or any other test series or tests you are doing, current affairs, build your horizontal knowledge base. Focus should be on building knowledge base. All tricks, all way of solving question you will learn on the process. Give full attention into building the knowledge base. If you are using workbook, make a mental pledge that if any question came from topics covered in the workbook, you should be able to answer it correctly. Like if you are studying any topics from workbook, make a mental conviction that if XYZ topic come from there, you should get it right. And if still a question come which we haven't heard of, have a courtesy to leave that also. So that is basically what I want to convey. Rest, if you have any doubts, we can discuss it. So that's all for today. Thank you so much.